we got a hit on a guy we had been tracking named Mohammed Ibrahim al-Muslit. He was the key messenger that probably knew where Saddam was, so we called him the golden ticket, and it was in Baghdad. We hit the initial target while we were there. You know, we were silent. It wasn't like we blew doors and all that stuff. It was a pretty quiet hit, and they narrowed down his location, and it was a couple of blocks away. It was 4 apartments in one house, so it was 2 upstairs, 2 downstairs, with a stairwell that ran up the middle and then split. So you had 1 apartment on the right and 1 apartment on the left. I ended up being the lead team on the apartment on the right, and I was the breacher at the time, and another team had the door on the left. So I'd opened the door, placed my charge. The team behind me on the other door had done the same, and somebody in there had like bumped something and made a noise. So I was on a knee, just put the charge on the door, and a guy came to my door and like looked at me, and I'm weapon slung because I'm putting the charge on the door. I pulled my pistol out and I just stuck it up in his face, and I said in English, basically I mouthed, "Open the door." So he opened the door. I basically just rode the door into him as soon as he turned the handle, pushed him against the wall, and just held him there as the team made entry behind me. And the other guys are going through portions of the house, and we hear a call from one of the back bedrooms. He's like, "Hey, I need a guy. There's somebody under the bed back here." And so a guy went, pulled the mattress up, and laying underneath the bed on the floor was a guy like this, as flat as he could be, and he had a toy plastic AK-47 laying next to him. And so picked this guy up. He didn't look like the photos we had of Muslit. We on the ground didn't think it was him. In Muslit's wallet, he had, you know, a couple $1,000s worth of cash, and it was in US hundreds. The US hundreds were sequential, so the serial numbers on the bills were literally in order. So like 00851, 00852, 00853. About 4 hours went by. Our intel guy comes running back into the MSS. He comes back to where our troops' rooms are, because we were the ones that had just pulled this dude out. And he goes, "It's him, man. It's totally him." And we're like, "What? Well, you're ridiculous. There's no way it's him." "Yeah, no, it's him. It's Muslit. It's the golden ticket." And he is spilling his guts. He knows where he is. He knows who's with him. What it was what our intel analysts thought all along. He was going to be near Tikrit, near Samara, or whatever the town he grew up in was, that he was going to only have a tight-knit group of people around him, that he was going to be near the river, because Saddam loved fish. Like, he had a real strict diet, and he only ate fish, and he had a personal chef, and that chef had a family farm. And Walt always believed that those were going to be the people closest to Saddam, because he was paranoid, and this dude had been with him forever. But we had Case, the chef, and he identified himself as Case, although he didn't say he was Saddam's personal chef. Battlefield interrogation right there very quickly led to, yep, I'm Case the cook, I'm Saddam's personal chef, and yeah, he's been hiding out with my family. So what had happened was Muslit, in a last-ditch effort to defend Saddam, had pointed out the wrong farm, knowing he was on another one. They shifted over and hit the next farm, and then, yeah, shortly after that, they uncovered the rug with the rope to the cork plug in the hole, pulled the cork out, and saw this looking down on a guy, pulled him out of the hole, and it was Saddam.